Penny Green, who is Professor of Law and Globalisation at Queen Mary University of London. Penny, good to have you with us.
Thank you.
What do you make of some of the things that Suu Kyi said in her address? She said there'd been no military clearance operations since the 5th of September, and she didn't know why so many Muslims had fled Rakhine State. Can that possibly be true?
I mean, it's a ludicrous claim, quite frankly. And we have seen evidence today that the clearances have not been completed, that the clearances and burning of villages continues. In terms of the speech that Aung San Suu Kyi made last night, I think that there are a number of things. It's frankly unbelievable that she should ask the question. We don't really know why, and we want to find out why the Rohingya are leaving.
And not only that, she said, and actually a lot of them have stayed, so it can't possibly be as bad as everyone's saying it is.
Which is quite extraordinary, because those who remain, if you look further south of northern Rakhine State, in Sittwe, they are in camps in which they can't leave. They're in a ghetto inside the capital, Sittwe-ong Mingala. So it's a very, very peculiar claim to make. And the other point that she makes, that they're not frightened or fear what the international community is saying, is disingenuous. They won't allow, the Myanmar state will not allow researchers, journalists and others into northern Rakhine State to investigate. So at the moment the UN they're collecting evidence, but they're collecting it in Bangladesh because the Myanmar government has refused permission for the UN investigators to come to Rakhine State.
She specifically did not criticise the military for the allegations of human rights abuses that have been levelled against them. The commentators are saying either she's not aware or she's being willfully blind to this. Both scenarios are bad.
I mean, Aung San Suu Kyi has always aligned herself with the military during her reign as state councillor. This is not surprising. She's not going to criticise the military at this point because she is aligned to them, and she has declared that alignment. So I'm not at all surprised that we haven't heard any criticism of the human rights abuses perpetrated by the military. I mean, the way in which it's been constructed by the Myanmar state is that the Rohingya themselves are the problem,
well, she
not
says
the state.
I mean, and there is a terror group, apparently the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, which have been accused of attacking police posts, and she's saying that the crisis started because of those attacks.
Oh, this is a crisis that has been long in the making. That's simply not true to say it began as a result of the attacks by ARSA on the 25th of August. In fact, this is a genocide. It's been taking place over 30 years, but it has seriously escalated since 2012. And certainly the attacks on the security posts in August this year initiated this dramatic escalation of the genocide, what we might be calling the end stages of genocide, in fact.
So, very quickly, she says she's not afraid of international scrutiny, but there is rather more international scrutiny than there has been before.
There's a tremendous amount of scrutiny now for the first time, which is quite astonishing, and it's very pleasing for those of us who have been monitoring this genocide.
Penny, thank you very much indeed for that. Penny Green there.